I got a really good deal though. 10 acres of prime commercial. I think I paid 450 grand for that place, which is completely insane, right?
Hey guys, Matt McKeever here, and so I'm here with Dan. You guys probably remember Dan from my channel. He was the guy that owned the abandoned water park we played around on about, that'd probably be like a year and a half ago.
Yep.
And so actually, before we even do any introductions, I'm sure people are curious, what's going on with that property now, Dan?
That property is doing really well. We have a business, Valley Axe is what it's called, and they've taken over the back part of the property. They bulldozed all the equipment back there.
Yeah.
They actually spent a couple $100,000 fixing up the back portion because they want to do big events back there, concerts and whatnot.
Oh, like yeah, that'd be awesome for Sarnia.
So they actually had a big UFC screening, which was pretty cool. I can't remember which one it was, but it was the fight there, the boxing match with
McGregor, right?
McGregor, and who's the boxer that he fought there? Anyway, I don't remember the guy's name either. Anyway, they did these two gigantic screens here. Quite a few. It was like 400 people showed up there, so it was pretty cool.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
So they want to have. So they just did that last year. So this year they have lots of plans for big concerts this summer.
And so that was like a massive building, right?
Yeah.
Is that full occupied, or what's going on there?
The only space that's left is the bar in the front. We've had a hell of a time renting the bar. It's been empty since I owned the plaza, 5 years.
Do you think just not enough traffic, or?
Well, it's not a bar anymore. It's just a big empty building. Right. So it's for any business to get to just take over an empty box and just put a bar. Fresh. It's a lot of money and start fresh. And that particular part of town. Nothing's gone out that way yet, but it's starting. Yeah,
starting to build further out.
It's starting to build there. That's our main
road, right?
Main road.
Other than the highway.
Well, this is your main road, the old downtown. Right. And the main road now is London Road, which goes into London Line. And there's businesses starting to move that way.
Okay,
so it's going to be a great long-term investment, hopefully, for me. And there's 10 acres out there, so that's quite a bit.
You have 10 acres?
10 acres. 10 acres in prime commercial. So, so it's just a matter of time. You have to be patient.
Nice.
The Home Depots and the Lowe's and those kinds of, they've already found their spot. Yeah. But, hopefully I can pick up something along the way there. And, that's hopefully going to be a long-term great investment. Hopefully.
And how long have you owned that one?
5 years.
5 years, okay, cool. And so when you originally bought it, was it completely vacant?
No, the water park was there.
They were actively still operating?
Yeah, it's funny, I got duped a little bit. I bought this place. I got a really good deal though. 10 acres of prime commercial. I think I paid 450 grand for that place, which is completely insane, right? Yes. But it had almost no income coming in. It did have apartments. It has 4 apartments up there.
Oh, I remember you saying.
That, when I seen the numbers with the apartments come in, and I thought, worst comes to worst, if everything went and all I had was 4 apartments, at least I would pay the taxes. And I could figure out a way to make it work.
And so I think that's something that a lot of real estate investors, we started off investing in residential real estate, right? And then we started looking at either commercial or mixed use buildings. And I know when I'm looking at like a mixed use building, I'm constantly like scared about the commercial tendencies. So if the residential portion can't cover the building, I almost don't want to buy it because I don't trust the commercial tendency. Is that you approach it the same way? Yeah,
I usually if I'm buying a mixed use property, I try to get if it's half residential and half commercial, I'm okay. If it's anything other than that, I steer away from it.
And so, just out of curiosity, just actually like, I'm a little spun around, but just around the corner there, that's where Refined Fool is, right? Is that pure commercial, or is there mixed use there?
That's all commercial there.
So how'd you get comfortable with that one?
Well, because it was
just such a screaming deal.
3 of the units were, there's only 4 units, and three were rented.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I thought, it cash flowed just the way it was.
Yeah.
And do you want to hear the numbers on that one?
Yeah, the audience would love it.
Okay, that is out of this world. That is my best deal I've ever done. That originally they wanted $400,000.
Okay.
I offered them $200,000.
I like it.
And it was, like I said, 3 of the 4 units, and the building's completely redone.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only one unit that wasn't done, and that was where the refined fuel was.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you have it 100% occupied now.
I do, yeah.
Nice.
But at the time, it was, they wanted 400, and I said, I don't know. It's one of those weird deals where you just throw out some stupid number and says, you know, they're never going to call me anyway, whatever. So I said 200 grand, and they came back. I think it was 275, and I thought,
wow.
that's ridiculous. And at the time, I was so busy, bogged down with so many deals that I said, you know what, it's 200, take it or leave it. I just threw it out there. And I get a phone call back. It was about 2 weeks later. I get a phone call back saying they're willing to go. I think it was 215 or something.
Okay.
And I said, okay, deal. And I couldn't believe it. Once I did the numbers, it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Do you mind sharing, what were the gross rents at the time, or do you remember what they were at the time?
I think the dance studio people, they were around 1,500. Probably pretty much what they are now. The variety store was about 1,200. I think it might have been 2 empty units. I can't remember now. There might have been 2 empty units. But
even at those rents, it sounds like it was carrying
cash
itself.
flowing. It was cash flowing at the numbers that I was paying. It was cash flowing.
Yeah.
So this opportunity with 2 spaces.
And so, was it hard to finance that deal? Had you done you had done a few commercial
with
deals
that kind
before?
of money, it was easy. You just call the bank and you say this thing's cash flowing, and especially if it's all commercial and if it cash flows, the bank will just throw money at you.
Yeah.
That wasn't a big deal.
Awesome.